everyone, my name is Olivia Heath and I am a Beachbody coach. I have been a coach for about 8 months now, and I'm just here to tell you and talk to you a little bit about my story, my background, where I came from, why I decided to become a Beachbody coach, and then just about how really anybody can be a coach. Anybody who aspires to help people, to motivate people, has a passion for health and fitness, maybe has a lot of goals that they want to work towards, health and fitness-wise or business-wise. So I'm just here to talk about a little bit about my story and in hopes to motivate others to really look into this business, because honestly, it is probably one of the best things besides marrying my husband to come into my life. So I grew up in a suburb, what people like to say maybe a rich area of Baltimore County in Maryland, and I had a great childhood. I have two very, very caring and supportive parents who I full-heartedly believe raised me to be the best woman that I could be. I have one sister who is 3.5 years older than me. We were never super close when we were younger, but have grown a lot closer since then, since we've grown up. And so I had a great childhood. I have nothing to complain about. I went to a great elementary school. I went to a great middle school and high school, and then I went on to college, Towson University, to achieve my bachelor's degree in elementary education. I honestly have no complaints about my life. I have no regrets. I had a great childhood altogether. Now, I've been seen as an introvert. I never would have thought that about myself because I'm a pretty outgoing person. I have no trouble making new friends, starting conversations, but I don't like public speaking. This video is even a little bit hard for me to make, to share with the public, but I don't like public speaking, and I believe it's because my whole life have grown up with having a lisp and a speech impediment. So having some kids in elementary school up until high school, ask me why I talk like that. When I worked at Panera Bread for 4 years, I would have customers come up to me and ask me, "Oh, did you just get your tongue pierced?" Like, no, nope, that's just the way I talk. And sometimes I couldn't help but to just be like, really? Like, you just walk up and say that to somebody? But, I always held it together, and I never really cared what anybody said about me. When they asked me why I talked like that, I just simply said, that's the way I talk. I have a speech impediment. So, but I do believe that having it my whole life has sort of created this small fear in me of public speaking, getting up in front of really even just small groups of people and talking. So I'm an introvert, fear of public speaking. I have a lisp. But once again, I never let those things have an impact on my life. I never let people's comments get to me. So I guess that's a good side to it. Other than that, I've also never thought of myself as a leader. I never thought that I could motivate and inspire others to relating to Beachbody, to be on my team, to follow in my footsteps. I never thought of myself as having that characteristic. So that was another thing. Before starting my Beachbody business, I was like, well, I don't like public speaking. I don't want to make videos. I don't want to have group calls and team calls where everybody's listening to me and listening to me give advice and tips of how to build their business and how to be successful. I never thought of myself as having those characteristics. So I thought, how am I ever going to be a successful Beachbody coach? So that's another thing. So also, as it relates to health and fitness, My whole life, I've never been overweight. I never really had a weight issue. I did go through a couple years, elementary, middle, and high school, where I was a little bit bigger than I wanted to be, but I never had an issue with weight. Um, but I've never been one of those people to just be able to eat whatever I want and not gain weight. Definitely did not have that trait going for me. But I never really struggled with weight at all until I met my husband, Dominic, and he just always made it known to me and clear to me that he was going to love me for me no matter what. No matter if, what my body type was, what my weight was, what my hair color looked like, if I shaved my head, no makeup. He always just made it known to me that he was going to love me for who I was all the time. So I kind of, I took that and I became real comfortable with that. And I never really realized that I just let myself go a little bit. And I actually was my highest weight I've ever been at the end of 2013. So when I went for my yearly lady visit, I got on that scale. And we all know we hate getting on that scale, especially when we are fully clothed. I always thought that, well, that's going to add a couple pounds, so take a couple of them off, whatever the weight they give me. But when I stepped on the scale and she had to move that little dial to 150, I was like, oh my gosh. I've never been this much in my whole entire life. So right then and there, I pretty much made it a decision to start going back to the gym. I needed to lose some weight. I didn't care that my husband loved me for who I was. I wanted to feel good about myself. I wanted to fit into clothes that I hadn't been able to fit into for a while. I wanted to feel good about myself and not feel self-confident in photos or in any type of clothes I wanted to wear. So I decided to go back to the gym. And I actually joined Gold's Gym when I moved in with my husband, and we started to go, but we didn't go as much as we needed to go. In May of 2014, I got invited to do this game on challenge with a couple of friends, and we formed teams, and that's something you guys can look up if you're interested to get the details. But basically, you had to do 20 minutes of exercise 6 days a week, and you had to eat certain foods, and you basically got points for everything. And then whoever team won at the end, we never followed through with it, but we were supposed to take them out to dinner. So I started doing that, and I actually lost 5 pounds, and that was over the course of May 2014. So I lost 5 pounds, but I still wasn't satisfied with where I was. So actually, in August, to get ready for our wedding in October of last year, my husband and I decided to give P90X a try for at least a month, just to see, what kind of results we got, and just to lose a little bit of weight and look better for our wedding. So my cousin Callie, and now my coach, actually saw me doing that and introduced Shakeology to me, and said, hey, P90X is part of Beachbody, and that company that came out with Insanity and 21 Day Fix and T25. And I was like, actually, no, I've never really heard of Beachbody. I didn't know they had a coaching opportunity. I had never heard of Shakeology, the meal replacement. So she gave me all this information. She said, hey, I want you to join my free support group on Facebook, for motivation, for support, and, just see what it's all about. And then maybe we can talk about Shakeology and ordering Shakeology. So I said, sure, what do I have to lose? I joined the group while we were doing P90X. My husband and I ended up getting awesome results with just 1 month of P90X. I think I lost 8 pounds. He lost 10 or 11. And I was finally getting myself back down to where I always was, which was the 130, 135 range. So I really saw that this support system that I always lacked, and with getting myself motivated to do a workout program, to getting myself motivated to go to the gym, because that was not happening. I really saw that having other people who were striving for a similar goal related to health and fitness really, we kind of just came together like a family and pushed each other and motivated each other. And when I didn't get my workout in that day at home, I felt bad about it because I saw everybody else posting their workouts, and I said, okay, I got to get my workout in today. And having that support system really, really helped me achieve the results I wanted to achieve. They say that not having that support system is really the number one reason people give up and people quit and people do not follow through with a workout program. People do not get the motivation to go to the gym or to eat healthier. So that's one of the things I really liked about the whole Beachbody coaching business. We provide monthly support groups for people looking to get in shape, looking to get tips on how to eat healthier, how to eat a clean diet. That's one of the things I really liked, that we were in it to help people. We weren't in it to make money. We weren't in it to show off that we are working, that we might have abs coming through. We're not in it for that. We're in it to work on our own health and fitness, to be held accountable for our own health and fitness, to motivate others to get started, to continue on their journey, to not give up. And that's one of the things I really liked about this business. And that's one of the reasons why I started. So, at first, I thought maybe, this is a pyramid scheme, right? Like, what? How are these people earning 6 and 7 figures a year by selling Shakeology and by helping people online through these groups? Like, how is this happening? Well, it's not a pyramid scheme. It's a pyramid business. It's a multi-level marketing business. However, Beachbody has now been dubbed not an MLM, but a marketing level helping business because multi-level helping business, because that's what we do. That's what we're out to do. We're out to inspire, motivate, and help others change their lives. So, it is a pyramid, but it's not a scheme because, we are selling a product. We have something that works for people. We have a meal replacement that has changed so many people's lives. And we're here to help. So it is in no way a scheme. However, that wasn't my brain when I first started. It is something that I worried about. I also worried that, I don't have a Beachbody. I just started my health and fitness journey. I am still at my highest weight that I've ever been. How are people ever going to listen to me and be motivated by me? Well, I came to find out that when I shared how these products work for me, how Shakeology has changed my life, how P90X and then I started T25, how those programs helped me lose weight. The workouts are short. I do them at home. They are very intense, and which give me my results that I need. The meal replacement, Shakeology, is so easy in the morning to make for breakfast. You just blend it or you shake it with some fruit, and you're done, and it fills you up for a couple hours. It makes life easier. Everything that has to do with Beachbody just makes life easier. You don't have to get dressed to go to a gym 5-10 miles down the road. You don't have to pay for a monthly membership. You have the program for life at home. Shakeology is only $4 per meal. It saves me money on my groceries every month. It's helped me lose weight. So I realized that people are going to relate to me because I'm not finished my health and fitness journey. I don't have a beach body. I don't have six-pack abs. And people relate to those who are still on their journey, those who struggle, those who had a massive cheat day, and because we're human and we mess up once in a while, and we have that 80-20 diet, people relate to that. People don't relate to somebody who has it all figured out. So I realized that even though I wasn't finished my journey, and I never will be, I'm always continuing my health and fitness journey, that doesn't matter. As long as I shared how these products have worked for me and how they've worked for others in this business, that is what people believe in. That is what gives people a reason to trust you, to believe in you, and to believe in these products, and to give them a try. because what did they have to lose? So that was one of my objections at first as well. So pyramid scheme, is it one? I don't have a Beachbody. Another huge one was, I'm not a salesperson. Well, guess what? We don't have to be. We name ourselves shares people, or I'm a shares person, not a salesperson. I simply share how, once again, these products have worked for me, have changed my life. I share my results, I share my before and after photos, and that's enough. That's enough for people to see that, wow, maybe a home workout program does work. Maybe this meal replacement is one of the best ones around because it's soy-free. It has no artificial ingredients, it has no artificial flavorings or sweeteners, and 70-plus superfoods. So I realized that just sharing my story, and how I'm sharing my story now with all of you, I realized that that's all it takes. So that's basically how I got started. Those are some of the objections that I thought to myself before jumping into this whole Beachbody business, before starting my own Beachbody business. And right now, I cannot think of another thing, again, besides marrying my husband, that has come into my life that has not impacted me more. I'm on track right now to make 6 figures next year. I am inspiring hundreds of people already in the past 8 months. I have had people come to me and just thank me and just pour their hearts out to me because I inspired them to get started on their health and fitness journey. That feeling that you get when somebody says they lost 45 pounds over the last 2 months, all because you introduced these products to them, nothing beats that feeling. So those are some of my objections. That's how I got started in this business. That's how I grew up and, some of my struggles in my past. But if you want to change your life, if you want to live the life that you want and not the life that maybe somebody else wants for you, you need to make changes. You need to take risks. You need to do things that make you uncomfortable. And with all of that, you are bound to succeed. You can follow me on Facebook find me there at Olivia Heath, and I hope to talk to you soon.